Outside.
Oh, Chase almost turned us. Oh, man.
All right, here.
Hey gearheads, and welcome on back to the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. I'm Alan Bailey. We are in season number 4, week number 24 here in the Xfinity and the Cup Series. We have 5 championships across the 4 series, 2 in the Xfinity, so we're good so far. But we will go ahead and head out to New Hampshire in this video. I had to think about it. In the Xfinity Series, we have 8 victories. We are 4th. We've been simulating the Xfinity races for the last almost 10 weeks now heading into the playoffs because we've made the playoffs. It's like, what's the point? Nobody's going to match 8 victories on the season so far. And if you take a look at the point standings in the Xfinity Series, we'd be seeded number 1 anyway, so it's all good. So we'll go ahead and we'll simulate this race, see what we do out at New Hampshire. So don't look now, but we actually finished 8th out at New Hampshire. Michael Lynette gets the victory. Good for him. Jeffrey Earnhardt and Ryan Seed coming home with respectable top 5s right there. Pretty nice. And Riley Herbst with the top 10. Our teammate came home 14th. Looking at the playoff standings heading into this race, we've got New Hampshire, we've got Michigan, Watkins Glen, Dover, and Daytona. So 5 races to go here before the playoffs begin. Things are definitely heating up. We're seeded number 1 with our 7 victories, but you see where everybody else is. John Hunter Nemechek, who's 30th in points right now. You got to be 30th or better for that win to guarantee your playoff spot. Right now, he's barely in. He slips, he opens up another playoff position. But Harvick's in on points. Newman's in on points. Blaney's in on points. So things are getting very, 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 very tight back here. So there's only 3 spots open right now. 4 if John Hunter does not finish 30th or better in the next few races. So things are going to get interesting here. Now, as far as upgrades are concerned, we're a little off from that, unfortunately. But what we can do to spend the money is upgrade the personnel. So we need 2 people who are fully maxed out. And you see Roy's maxed out. So we've got, do we have 2 maxed out engines? We've got Doreen, 5 and 8. So we're going to go ahead and take Miles here and not fully, well, we'll go ahead and we'll spend about half. So we'll get him up to 10. That'll help us out. That takes so forever. It's just infuriating. So Mike's our number 2 guy right now. Dylan is number 1 in suspension. And Siri needs a little bit of help, so we'll up her as well. And that'll kind of eat the bank account, unfortunately, but you see Roy's maxed out at 12, and Stella's not that far off, so that kind of eats up the difference right there. So we'll take this Speedway car out to New Hampshire this weekend, so well, actually, no, that's a good move right there. So Stella there, we'll do Dylan there. That brings us up to a 90 car finally. We've needed that for a hot minute here. We'll get Mike Snow on this car. We'll get Roy over here as well, and we'll get Siri, and that'll bring us up to an 80s. That's already a better car. Like we would be taking potentially this car out to New Hampshire this weekend, or the 90 car. So we're already getting our money's worth, so to speak. This is going to help us out. Having that second Speedway car, 4th car, is just so huge. And I know you're wondering, oh, can you get a super Speedway car? No, it's going to cost $9.3 million to do that, so we're not going to do that anytime soon. For better or worse, this is our crew. Really heading into the playoffs in this final run. It is what it is, you know. It's fine, honestly. If we take a 90 car to every single race for the next few, for the rest of the season, I honestly feel like we're going to win the championship. Yeah, especially with that pit crew. We got 5 races until the playoffs. Obviously, are we going to take this 90 or the 80? We're going to take the 90. First time that this car's ever seen the racetrack. I'd like to go 1-for-1 with it. That's asking a lot, so let's go see what we got out here at New Hampshire. Let's go. New Hampshire Motor Speedway, a very flat magic mile that frankly isn't very magical. Site of 2 of the last 4 deaths in NASCAR history, including Kenny Irwin Jr. and the late Adam Petty in the early 2000s in turns 3 and 4. This is a very deadly racetrack, and I am not exaggerating when I say that. They are 2 of the last deaths in NASCAR, true, but I think about it, frankly, every time we race here, and I do not enjoy this racetrack because of that fact. Turns 3 and 4 is very deadly, literally.
All right, be smart out
See
there.
what we got out
Going
here.
green. Ready? Green, green, green.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that we had 2 deaths within months of each other, weeks actually, out here at New Hampshire. Adam died one in 2000,
Clear high, clear high.
right here in, well, about to be right here in 3 and 4. A lot of people say his throttle hung heading into this turn and he whacked this wall. No Hans device, no safer barrier, no good luck for
Clear outside.
the 14 there, unfortunately. We'll get another restart here.
There. Going green. Ready?
Yep.
Still there, inside.
And that was the first race. Adam died in practice, actually, or qualifying. No, I'm pretty sure it was practice, actually.
Hold your line, driver.
Kenny Irwin died
Clear high, clear
during
high.
the next race a few weeks later. It was not even 90 days later that NASCAR came back here, and same issue, same turn right here, didn't hit the brakes and got into the wall and died on impacts.
Still there?
Well, he died, presumably died on impact. He arrived to the hospital. He was already gone. So, I don't like this racetrack. I think it's stupid that it's flat. I think flat racetracks are really stupid and pointless. If it's a road course can be flat. A racetrack should not be flat, especially for a stock car. This track should be torn up and either add banking or turn it into a road course for all I care. I don't know. This is just a not good racetrack. And I know I'm picky with my racetracks, but I can be. And when a racetrack kills 2 drivers within weeks of each other, in the exact same turn, we can honestly say it's a deadly racetrack. And, you know, a few months later, we lost Dale Earnhardt Sr., and then shortly after that, in a Busch race, we lost another driver who got turned on the front stretch, head on the wall, and then NASCAR mandated Hans devices. It wasn't the death of Dale Earnhardt, it was the death of another driver, and I can't even remember his name. That should show you how bad it is. You know, a lot of people say Dale Earnhardt was the cause of the safety innovations in NASCAR, and it wasn't. NASCAR had the data before Kenny Irwin and the late Adam Petty died down here in 3 and 4, and they chose to do nothing. So NASCAR killed Kenny Irwin Jr., they killed Adam Petty, they killed Dale Earnhardt Sr., and they killed a couple of other drivers along the way because they were slow to react to safety issues. And I think, and I think NASCAR's learned from their mistakes. I think that they brought a lot of safety changes and they got proactive, but it took the deaths of many drivers in order to get there. We'll go ahead and we'll take a can of fuel here. Actually, we'll take half a can. And 4 tires, let's go.
Are you ready now?
Pit crew got it done, got us the lead. And sorry to be such a downer, but I'm speaking bluntly about the history of the sport.
Stay low.
Frankly, I know the history of NASCAR, and I was reminded about their deaths just this last week, and it's something that's been on my mind. You know, and NASCAR...
Clear low.
Sorry, I got distracted by a wild Joey Logano.
Clear down low.
Ooh, yep. I biffed it.
Car high, careful there.
And Joey's gonna get to lead a lap because I biffed it.
Car high,
All good
careful
though.
there.
I meant to do that. Ooh, sorry,
You're clear
Kevin.
there.
Sorry, Kevin.
Careful, still there.
Anybody but
Got one
Joey.
outside now.
It's hard to imagine a time where NASCAR races without safer barriers around the whole track.
Hold your
And,
line. Got one inside. Clear down low.
you know, you look at every wall, every inch of every wall now in NASCAR in 2021, there's a safer barrier
Use it if you need it.
there. Some of the inner walls don't have it, like right here, but you know, most tracks have that safer barrier all the way around it, and you know, it's money. It's money versus the life of a person, of a human being, and even like a human life should matter more than money. But for NASCAR in the early 2000s and throughout the 2000s, it didn't. Money was more important than the lives of these drivers, and they viewed them as replaceable. And there'll always be drivers wanting to compete in NASCAR, but I can guarantee you, if you talk to Kyle Petty, Adam Petty's not replaceable. He's not. And I think that Kenny Irwin and Adam Petty would have drastically changed the trajectory of the Cup Series throughout the early 2000s and 2010s. I can guarantee you Jeff Gordon probably wouldn't have as many championships. Jimmy Johnson certainly would not have as many championships. You know, Kyle Busch probably would not be a champion in NASCAR. Honestly, I can say that honestly. Joey Logano certainly wouldn't be a champion. So, you know, all the what ifs of the sport, I think that's the thing that I think of most of all.
That was a better lap.
You know, and I'm glad NASCAR learned their lesson and started investing money into the teams. We just saw a few weeks ago that heading into Daytona and Talladega for the next two restrictor plate races in 2021, that NASCAR mandated some new safety changes and some new bars that were added, a new bar actually behind the driver to help strengthen the roll cage in response to Joey Logano flipping at Talladega earlier this season. That's NASCAR being proactive. But they also lowered the speeds, and frankly, as I dive below Joey here and take the lead back, you could, you know, shave 100 miles off these cars, 100 miles an hour off these cars, and they're still going to find a way to flip and be dangerous. I think the answer is in aero, you know, dispersing the air through the car and properly and making it so that these cars are not going to flip as easily. A very simple solution, which I know the teams don't want, is adding a significant amount of weight to the car. Part of the problem is that these cars, when they flip, they go over because they're so darn light compared to actual airplanes that take off at half the speed that the cars are going at Daytona Talladega. So adding literally maybe 500 pounds worth of weight to the car might actually be something to look into, but NASCAR probably won't. They're going to look at, you know, things in the engine to slow the cars down, but that's not the answer. It's keeping these things weighted to the ground that's really going to do a lot more good. And, you know, putting 500, 1,000 pounds in the car is going to do wonders. And, well, Alan, there's no way they can do that. Really? You look at the inside of a Cup car, there's so much unused space. You know, if you really have that weight in a box, so to speak, in where the passenger seat would be in that car, you can weigh them down.
One bad stage. Way to go, driver.
There we go. We were coming to the wide on the stage, but that works. Yeah, we pulled away by a lot right there. So we'll pit, no changes. Let's go. So my bad right there. Something happened in the real world, and I had to pause the recording. So we're back. You didn't miss anything. You just missed the weird jump on the restart. So
Looking inside now. Clear low, clear low.
drive off, drive off, drive off. Oh, where did you come from? A wild Kyle Busch has appeared.
All right, you're clear.
I was going to say, he shouldn't be hanging on the high side at New Hampshire. There's no such thing. Oh, Kyle, I'm going to pinch you.
Got one up
14 to go.
You got room. You're clear.
I just realized, yeah, we're good on fuel. We're good on fuel, people. We're good. Oh, and not that turn. That was a bad turn for me.
Got one up top.
All right. Car needs a couple laps to come alive, so to speak.
Got
But,
one up top.
you know, that doesn't mean I'm not going to drive her down here and try to get her to stick like that.
Clear high, clear high. Car high, careful there.
And then take that high
All
side
clear.
up.
You
Nope,
got room,
Kyle.
you're clear there.
No, Kyle.
Hold your
Oh,
line, got one outside.
oh.
Three
Chase
wide,
Elliott
you're in the
has
middle.
appeared. Hey, I'm restarting third. I'll take it. I'll take third. I'll restart third, and now my placement's all wacky because I whacked my mic off camera. So there we go. I'm in frame. Look at me like a professional. Okay, we're staying out. Let's go.
You're covered to the green.
Copy
You
that.
ready?
I'm ready. Let's go, boy.
Got a car high now.
Dig that big meaty gear.
10 laps to go. All right, you're clear
Copy
there.
that.
Outside, outside.
Not for long.
Outside.
Oh, Chase almost turned us.
Peeking
Oh,
inside.
man.
All right. you're
Okay,
clear.
okay. That was fun. That was some heat lobby
Hold your
stuff right
line,
there,
got
man.
one
That was not
outside.
cool. We held on to it, though, so, you know, there's that. But,
Hold your line, got
ugh,
one
Joey.
inside. All right,
You
clear
can see
low.
I'm a little less depressed now because I separated myself from all the negative Nancy talk about this racetrack, so we're all good. Hi, Alex. I still like that Valvoline. The black on the white logo looks so good back there. All right. Joey got away a little bit, but we got a lot of time here, so we'll be good.
All clear. Still there inside.
You're ish. Okay. That was a good crossover, Alex. I'll give it to you, buddy. 8 to go, though.
Careful. Still there.
We got to legitimately buckle on down here and get serious because there's a little bit of damage on the car
Stay out the bottom.
from getting into chase right there and wrecking on the straightaway. That's some Robbie Gordon, Michael Waltrip stuff right there, especially here. It's where it happened in 03, 04. That was funny. Michael Waltrip literally wrecked Robbie Gordon on
Got one peeking outside.
the back straightaway, and Robbie took his helmet and chucked it at Mikey's car and called him a piece of
Stay out the
bleep,
bottom.
which was pretty funny and accurate, by the way, because we saw Michael Waltrip's worth as a driver in that first SRX race. Really, he's not good.
Car
You
on the
know,
outside now.
he.
You got room.
I think
You're
maybe
clear.
a few years ago he was decent, but he just isn't good.
You're all clear up top.
Oh, I sent it. Made up a boatload of ground, too. Hi, Joey. I'm on you, buddy. Car's loose off. Like there's no tomorrow, but I'm going to get you down here. I'm going to get you.
Clear all
Oh,
around.
man. She is loose under throttle. She is loose
Inside.
off.
All right.
But
you're
don't
clear
look
there.
now. We retake the lead from Joey Logano
laps to go.
with... Copy that. Try to get away here. Get to the white. 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 Yeah. Now get around. We got 4-ish seconds up on Bowman. Logano slips to third, thank goodness. But, like, this thing is wrecking loose. You see I whacked the wall coming off the turn a couple laps ago. And this is a brand new car, but yeah, I don't want to say wrecked it, but it's not great. And even the back end's wrecked, man, but don't look now. 1 for 1. We get a victory.
Nice work out there. You held a good wheel and
Love it. Yeah, we did. We had to wrestle that one, but we got it. And now the car's magically fixed itself, and we're going to do some burnouts on this very narrow straightaway, but very doable. We're having a Kyle Larson kind of year. Just going to keep knocking them down, man. It's pretty awesome. So, my bad for skipping over the finishing order, but you see right there, we get our 8th victory of the season and take the point lead back from Kyle Busch right there, and we hopscotch a couple of drivers right there. Only 5 points up on Kyle right now in this regular season. I'd like the regular season championship. I think it'd be kind of cool, but not necessarily a need. You see back here, Harvick, Blaney, Newman right now are in. Boyer's in as well, I believe. Busher's out. Let's take a look at 30th on back. Ooh, Nemechuk fell out of the top 30. He's a few points back right now. So that's important because if Nemechuk makes it up to 30th or better, as you see us wrecking right there, if he makes it 30th or better in the points, that win that he has at Dega will get him into the playoffs. If he finishes 31st or lower, no playoffs for you, which is the fate of Brendan Gaughan, who's 36th in the point standings right now. I love Brendan. He ain't gonna make it, but he has a Daytona 500 victory to his name, so that ain't bad. It's his first and only Cup Series victory, so Brendan Gaughan has gone full Trevor Bayne at this point. Only Daytona 500, and that's it. But you got to win one. That's the one to win. I want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you mash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up on this video for winning. 1 for 1 in this brand new car number 4 for us out here at Bailey Autosport, which is pretty awesome. And make sure that you also give us a follow on our social media accounts at Hey Alan Bailey. Links are in the description below, and also in that corner right there. Do that. Click those. Well, not click them, but go into the. Never mind. For the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode, I'm Alan Bailey. We'll see ya at the track.